Welcome to Summary of Copa America 2024. In the opening match, Argentina faced Canada. Alvarez started scoring in this match in the 49th minute, giving Argentina the lead. Canada tried to make up for a one-goal deficit. However, it was Argentina who found the net again thanks to Lautaro Martinez in the 88th minute. And finally, Argentina won the opening match 2-0. In the second match of the Copa America, Peru faced Chile. It was a very slow match, so I don't have much to say about it. The match ended with the score 0-0. In the third group match, Canada faced Peru. In the 59th minute, Miguel Araujo received a red card for this foul. Then, in the 74th minute, Jonathan David gives Canada the lead 1-0. And this result did not change until the end of the match. In the fourth match of Group A, Argentina faced Chile. Argentina dominated from the beginning, but Claudio Bravo was very tense in goal. Ultimately, Argentina managed to score a goal in the 88th minute after Lautaro Martinez's goal. Interestingly, Chile's goalkeeper Claudio Bravo was chosen as the player of the match. In the fifth match of Group A, Argentina faced Peru. Lautaro Martinez scored the first goal in the match in the 47th minute. A few minutes later, Argentina scored a second goal, but it was disallowed due to a foul on the goalkeeper. In the 72nd minute, Argentina received a penalty for touching the ball with the hand of a Peruvian player. However, Paredes missed the penalty kick. In the 86th minute, Lautaro Martinez scored the second goal, and Argentina won this match 2-0. In the last match of the group, Canada faced Chile. In the 27th minute, Suazo received a red card for this foul. Despite several good opportunities, no goal was scored in this match, which ensured Canada's advancement to the quarterfinals. And this is what the table looks like after playing all the matches in Group A. In the first match of Group B at the Copa America, Venezuela faced Ecuador. Ecuador started the match very badly because in the 22nd minute, Valencia received a direct red card. Despite this, Ecuador took the lead first after Sarmiento's goal in the 40th minute. In the 64th minute, Venezuela tied the score after a goal by Cadiz. And 10 minutes into the loan, they took the lead after Bello's goal. The match ended with a score of 2-1 for Venezuela. In the second match of Group B, Mexico faced Jamaica. In the 50th minute, Antony scored a goal for Jamaica. However, after analyzing the VAR, it turned out that he was in an offside position. Then in the 69th minute of the match, Arteaga scored a goal to make it 1-0 for Mexico and gave them 3 points. In the third match of Group B, Ecuador faced Jamaica. In the 13th minute, an amazing situation occurred when Palmer tried to block the cross and hit the ball into his own goal. In stoppage time of the first half, Ecuador received a penalty for touching the ball with his hand. Paez converted the penalty into a goal. In the 54th minute, Jamaica scored a contact goal thanks to Antonio. However, they failed to make up for the loss, and Mendes scored a goal in the 91st minute, giving Ecuador a 3-1 victory. In the fourth match of Group B, Venezuela faced Mexico. In the 57th minute, Venezuela received a penalty for this foul. Rondon converted the penalty into a goal. In the 87th minute, Mexico received a penalty for handball by a Venezuelan player. However, Pineda missed the penalty kick and Mexico lost 1-0. In the fifth match of Group B, Mexico faced Ecuador. Both teams created dangerous opportunities, but were unable to convert them into goals. In the 8th minute of added time after this play, the referee awarded a penalty kick. However, after VAR analysis, he changed his decisions, and the match ended with the score 0-0. In the last match of Group B, Venezuela faced Jamaica. In the 49th minute, Eduard Bello scored a goal to make it 1-0 for Venezuela. 7 minutes later, Rondon scored a goal to make it 2-0. And the last goal in this match was scored by Eric Ramirez in the 85th minute. And ultimately, Venezuela defeated Jamaica 3-0, thus winning all matches in the group, and taking first place. In the first match of Group C, the USA faced Bolivia. The USA started the match very well, because Pulisic scored a goal in the 3rd minute to make it 1-0. In the 43rd minute of the match, Balogun scored a goal to make it 2-0. It was a very one-sided match, as the statistics show. In the second match of Group C, Uruguay faced Panama. Araujo opened the match with a wonderful shot into the goal frame in the 16th minute of the match. Núñez scored the goal to make it 2-0 in the 85th minute of the match. Then, in the first minute of added time, Vina scored a goal to make it 3-0. And 4 minutes later, Murillo scored the honorary goal for Panama. In the third match of Group C, Panama faced the USA. The USA started the match badly because in the 18th minute, Weah received a red card for hitting his opponent in the head. Nevertheless, in the 22nd minute, the USA took the lead after Balogun's goal. However, 4 minutes later, Blackman scored a goal to make it 1-1. In the 83rd minute, Fajardo scored to make it 2-1 for Panama. In the 88th minute, Carrasquilla received a red card. But in the end, Panama won 2-1. In the fourth match of Group C, Uruguay faced Panama. Facundo Pelistri started shooting in the 8th minute. Darwin Núñez scored to make it 2-0 in the 21st minute. Maximiliano Araujo scored the third goal. Fede Valverde scored in the 81st minute. And the last goal in this match was scored by Bentancur. The match ended with a score of 5-0 for Uruguay. In the fifth match of Group C, Panama faced Bolivia. Panama started the match well, because in the 22nd minute, Jose Fajardo scored a goal to make it 1-0. In the 69th minute, Bolivia managed to equalize after Miranda's goal. In the 79th minute, Panama took the lead again after Guerrero's goal. The last goal in this match was scored by Giannis in added time. Last match of Group C, the USA faced Uruguay. The USA had to win this match to advance to the quarterfinals. Their chances were killed by Matthias Oliveira in the 66th minute when he scored a goal to give Uruguay the lead. Ultimately, the match ended with a score of 1-0 for Uruguay. Ultimately, Uruguay took first place in Group C, while Panama took second place. In the first match of Group D, Colombia faced Paraguay. Colombia started the match very well because in the 32nd minute, they took the lead after Munoz's goal. And 10 minutes later, Lerma scored a goal to make it 2-0. In the 69th minute, Paraguay scored a goal thanks to Enciso. Ultimately, Colombia won the match 2-1, but Paraguay created a more dangerous situation. In the second match of Group D, Brazil faced Costa Rica. Brazil was the dominant team, and Costa Rica defended brilliantly throughout the match and did not allow a goal to be conceded. And the match ended with the score 0-0. In the third match of Group C, Colombia faced Costa Rica. In the 31st minute, Colombia received a penalty for this foul by the Costa Rica goalkeeper. Luis Diaz converted the penalty into a goal. In the 59th minute, Sanchez scored a goal to make it 2-0. And 3 minutes later, Cordoba scored a goal to make it 3-0, who was assisted by James Rodriguez, for whom it was the third assist in the third match at the Copa America. It's very nice to see that the former star of such clubs as Bayern Munich and Real Madrid shows that he can still play football at the highest level. In the fourth match of Group C, Brazil faced Paraguay. In the 31st minute, Brazil received a penalty kick. However, Paqueta missed the penalty. Vinicius started scoring in the 35th minute, and 8 minutes later, Savinho scored to make it 2-0. At the end of the first half, Vinicius scored his second goal. The Real Madrid player performed the Neymar celebration after scoring a goal. Paraguay started the second half well because Alderete scored a goal in the 48th minute. However, Brazil had the last word when they received a penalty kick again in the 65th minute. However, Paqueta did not make a mistake in rhyming this time. In the 81st minute, Cubas received a red card, and the match ultimately ended with a score of 4-1. In the fifth match of Group D, Brazil faced Colombia. The Brazilians started the match very well because Rafinha scored a goal in the 12th minute. In the second minute of added time to the second half, Daniel Munoz scored the equalizer. It is also worth adding that Vinicius received a yellow card in this match, which means that he will not play in the quarterfinals. In the last match of the group stage, Costa Rica faced Paraguay. Costa Rica started the match very well because Calvo scored a goal in the 3rd minute, and 4 minutes later, Alcocer scored a goal to make it 2-0. Paraguay managed to score a contact goal in the 55th minute after Sosa's goal. However, Costa Rica won the match. Colombia and Brazil advanced from Group D to the quarterfinals. In the first quarterfinal, Argentina faced Ecuador. In the 35th minute, Lisandro Martinez gave Argentina the lead. In the 62nd minute, Ecuador received a penalty kick. However, the penalty was not converted by Valencia. When it seemed that Argentina was winning, Kevin Rodriguez scored a goal in added time, and it went to penalty kicks. Leo Messi missed his first penalty. However, his teammates made no mistake in taking penalty kicks. And in the end, Argentina advanced to the semifinals. In the second quarterfinal, Canada faced Venezuela. In the 13th minute, Canada took the lead after a goal by Jacob Schaffelberg. Then Salomon Rondon lobbed the goalkeeper from around the 40th meter. No more goals were scored in this match, so it went to penalties, in which Canada won 4-3. In the third quarterfinal, Colombia faced Panama. The first goal in the match was scored by Cordoba in the 8th minute, assisted by James Rodriguez, for whom it was the 4th assist at this Copa America. In the 15th minute, Colombia received a penalty, and James Rodriguez converted it into a goal. Before the break, Luis Diaz scored, and James Rodriguez scored the second assist in the match. Richard Rios scored the goal to make it 4-0 in the 70th minute. The last goal in this match was scored by Miguel Borja after a penalty kick in stoppage time. In the last quarterfinal match, Brazil faced Uruguay. In the 16th minute of the match, Araujo intentionally ran into Endrick, and the young Brazilian was defended by Rafinha, who pushed Araujo. In the 74th minute, Nahitan Nandez received a red card for this brutal foul on Rodrigo. Ultimately, there was a penalty shootout in which the Uruguayans were better. In the first semifinal, Argentina faced Canada. In the 22nd minute, Argentina took the lead by Julian Alvarez. In the second half, Leo Messi scored a goal by changing the ball's flight path. Canada tried to make up for the loss, but they failed to score even one goal. In the end, Argentina won the match 2-0. In the second semifinal, Colombia faced Uruguay. Jefferson Lerma scored a goal in the 39th minute after a corner kick. The corner kick was taken by James Rodriguez, and it was his 6th assist in this Copa America, equaling the Copa America record. At the end of the first half, Daniel Munoz received a red card. Despite playing with 10 players, Colombia did not concede a goal, and ultimately won the match 1-0. In the match for third place, Canada faced Uruguay. The Uruguayans started the match very well because Bentancur scored a goal in the 8th minute of the match. Canada managed to equalize in the 22nd minute of the match thanks to a goal by Ismail Kone. Jonathan David took the lead for Canada at the end of the second half. When it seemed that Canada would win the match, Luis Suarez scored a goal in added time, and it went to penalty kicks. Uruguay's players executed the penalty kicks flawlessly, and Uruguay took third place. In the Copa America final, Argentina faced Colombia. The match was even from the beginning. Both teams created goal chances. In the 66th minute, Leo Messi was injured and cried on the bench. We could see what his ankle looked like. No goal was scored during 90 minutes, so it went to extra time, in which Lautaro Martinez managed to score, and Argentina won 1-0. Emiliano Martinez was chosen the best goalkeeper. Lautaro Martinez scored the most goals, and the best player was chosen James Rodriguez, who played a phenomenal tournament. If you liked the video, leave a subscription and leave a nice comment.